Yo, what's going on, guys? So, today I just want to talk about a story time, another one. Man, you guys are getting blessed with story times. But this is a story time about a awesome family I met and had the pleasure of having dinner with. So, I guess if we're going to start things off, I just finished my job at the cannery or whatever. And I guess my uncle and grandma left on a trip, so I'm just kind of home by myself feeling lonely or whatever. And I remembered having a first interaction with a girl within this family that just is an awesome individual. And I don't know, I just wanted to get to know her and the family because they just seemed like genuine people. So on this day, I kind of went over to their house and just inquired about dinner. And they were like, yeah, just check in on Saturday or Sunday, and um, yeah, we can definitely have you over. And I was like, oh, awesome. I just didn't expect to hear something like that. But I was feeling real happy because I was like, I don't know if this is going to work, but it ended up working out. And so when I went over later, I dropped off I guess I finished work, and luckily I could come over and eat dinner on one of the days that was described, Sunday. And I just knocked, or not knock, I rang the doorbell, waited. The mom came to the door, and I had this tray, this aluminum tray that I got from work that they allowed me to take my leftovers for because I made the food for work for my coworkers. They didn't have to pay for anything. I just made it out of the kindness of my heart. It was hamburger curry. Um, Pretty good. Very salty, a salty dish. And if you're a lover of curry, you're a lover of hamburger, you mix the two, it's just impeccable. But anyway, so I actually had leftovers because it didn't all disappear. I think a lot of people just weren't able to eat it that I wanted to have eat, but it's okay. Things worked out, and I brought that over. I was like, "Hey, I'm not sure. Are you guys still up for dinner? I don't want to, you know, intrude or anything." She's like, "Oh yeah, no, that's perfectly fine." And so, uh, I just left it with her. Just said, "Hey, just add water to this and just put it on the stove, warm it up, and it'll be better than ever." I gave a little bit of recommendations on how to eat it, like with white rice and um, eggs, sunny side up, and you kind of mix it, and it's really delicious. But yeah, so I left, showered, took the dog for a walk. Chibi, you guys already know, the guy's a little bit of a troublemaker according to one of my videos. Well, I guess not according to one of my videos. I should probably just do a video on why he's a troublemaker. But um, don't get it twisted though. I still love him. I care about him, and I say some really petty things to him and about him. But at the end of the day, I care if he gets hurt or injured or anybody talks bad about him. Because he's kind of like family to me now. No matter how much whatever he does to me, I still love him. And you don't ever give up on things that you love, right? Right. Okay. Anyway, straying away from the story. Sorry. So after I'm done with all that, and I kind of like do a little bit of cleaning around the house. It's about an hour. I head back over and I bring with me these Hanafuda cards because I'm like, oh, maybe we can have dinner after like a great conversation. We can play this Japanese card game that is on. I kind of referenced it in one of my older videos with my grandma from the mainland, and what we did. It's just a retelling of that. Like in short, is old traditional Japanese card game that older generation Japanese play. Some play for money, like gambling, and it's real money. Like they're betting like like $1 per card or something, or per point that you get. And there's times where you can get like 150 points. So what, $150? I've never gambled for this game. I've always just played for fun. But geez, can it get serious? Probably like mahjong. But yeah, so I go over and I don't know. We just have some amazing food. Like we start off with, it's kind of like a restaurant. They give you appetizers or like a nice salad before. Yeah, we had a salad. It had a like lettuce, tomatoes, olives, and it was weird because I typically don't like olives at all, but the way they prepared the salad was just great. I'm not sure what kind of cheese they use. It kind of looked like curds, curds, and I ended up using a Caesar dressing, which I'm a pretty big fan of. We also had taco, which is wait, is that a? I'm not sure if it's a Hawaiian origin or a Japanese origin word, but it just means like octopus. And according to the dad that prepared it, he said this is the second best place to where we're living at currently. And I'm like, wow. And I'm already a fan of octopus. So I'm like, this tastes really good. And I had it with shoyu and wasabi. And it strangely wasn't that spicy to me. Because wasabi is a pretty spicy thing. Like if you eat a big gob, it's like a little party trick that I do. You eat like a little big gob, and it kind of goes down your throat, burns a little bit, and then it just kind of like clears out your sinuses, your nostrils. Great. So if you're feeling sick, maybe do that. But if you can't handle spice, don't do it, because that's a mistake waiting to happen. Usually the reactions are why it's a party trick. People look like they're gonna die. But anyway, we had that. We also had oysters, and I'm such a ding dong. I wasted one of their oysters by consuming it, right? Because I forgot that when I ate deep fried oysters the last time, I gagged. And luckily, I did not gag. Like, it wasn't my most favorite thing, raw oysters with like lemon juice on them, but it was okay. It just wasn't my favorite, and I just stopped at one because I wanted. Whenever I'm like okay with something, I'd prefer not to eat it. So others that do enjoy it, love it, will appreciate it way more than me, and it'll be going to like a better stomach, I guess. But yeah, after that, we finally got to my hamburger curry, and they liked it. They said, "Wow, this is actually really good." They asked me what ingredients were in it and stuff. I told them, and yeah, it's the dad kind of added a little bit of spice to my curry, like salt, pepper, I think like even chicken broth or something. Pretty good add on. But there's that, and then I also tried something that dad made, which was I'm not sure exactly what was in it, but I think it was like chicken broth with uh, coconut milk, like infusion. Not too much though, because when I ate it, it tasted like a little hint of coconut, which actually was okay. And I guess it goes back to the thing again where I'm not the biggest fan of like coconut milk in like a salty dish. I'm just not sure what it is with me. But Thai curry, if you guys know what that is, it's a curry mixed with coconut milk. And it's strange because I like curry a lot, especially Japanese and Indian curry. But when you mix that with coconut milk, it's not that I hate coconut milk because I like drinking coconut milk by itself, but when you mix the two, it's like, whoa, this is something I'm not used to. This is kind of weird, and I don't really care for it. But his soup was awesome. It also had like little hints of seaweed in there, and I think like chicken. It was good. It was delicious, and I would definitely eat that again. But there was not only that, like eating amazing food, but we had, I guess, real conversations. It felt like so honest at the table. There were a lot of, just out of privacy for them. I'm not gonna expose exactly what we were talking about, but they were talking about very personal things that it's weird how you'd say that in front of an outsider that's not your blood, not someone that you know you can trust or anything. Maybe they did trust me. I don't know. But the fact that this is probably the second time that I'm meeting like two of the three that were there, and the first time that I'm meeting one of the other people, and they were just being so transparent and honest was amazing. And conversations went really far, like talking about um, stuff down there. I mean, I guess kind of inappropriate things, but I'm fine with it. I don't know. I'm fine with a lot of things that aren't cool to most people, taboo, as you would call it. Society tells us that, why are you talking about that? That's wrong. And it's like, is there really anything wrong with it? Or is it just because you're not comfortable talking about it? I don't know. Is it too real for you? And it's like, I don't know, man. There's not really a right or wrong answer to that, but whatever. It was pretty freaking cool to be around that. There's a lot to take in, but very helpful, and I love being around real people, honest people. And then we finished off playing Hanafuda, but I guess like the interesting part was me and the dad know how to play Hanafuda, and the dad knows how to play because he's played multiple versions of Hanafuda, especially like a Korean version. I forgot what it was called though, but something like Stopgo or whatever. Probably just type into Google like Korean form of Hanafuda, but there's different. It's like similar because they use the same cards, but points are different, and there's like slight changes in the rules. But we were both trying to teach the girl that I don't know. I guess if we're being honest, I'm interested in, but I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. Probably because I just don't have life figured out, and yeah, I'm just not someone that she finds attractive or whatever, which is fine. She has a lot going for her that I could only really dream of finding potentially. But anyway, that's maybe another topic for another video. But we finally taught it to her, and we played 3 games, and she's a new student within the game, and she beat us 3 times, coming in first all 3 times. And it's like, I mean, she knew what she was doing to get the points and stuff, but it could have been luck or it could have been really like skill. Maybe she just picks up things really fast, but that was an impressive feat in itself. And yeah, and then I guess I cut off the night by heading out because they were gonna watch Game of Thrones together. It's like a family bonding type of thing, and it was amazing to see something like that. And I didn't want to intrude on that because I've already intruded by kind of inviting myself over for dinner, which was a rude gesture in itself. And I'm very fortunate that they enjoyed my company. I'm hoping at least, and my food, and I had a lot of fun. And I wouldn't change the decision I made because that was something that I did because I was following my heart, and my heart right now is helping me to make decisions that don't make sense to everybody a lot of times. and great things happen when you follow your heart, really. Anyway, that concludes my video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And if there's any questions, concerns, or discrepancies, email me at blaze@gmail.com. If you feel like you could help me or I could help you, whatever, hit me up. Why? Because I care. Peace out, guys.